Tēnā te whānau. Getting up Friday morning. Just jump into our karakia. Rui te tuki roa, te tuki nā, ki tēnei te tuki nā, ui te mana. Tā inga tāri ka tākoto kei raro, kei ngā mane i runga I raro tāwhiti te tuki nei. Kapa te tuki kei rua, ka tapu ka roa, tēnā te tuku ka haua tū. Te haua tāwhiti mātia wārea ki runga wārea ki raro tākoto. I le whakamoa ki a tīna, haumi e hui e tāi ki ai o ki te whenua, ai o ki te rangi, ai o ki te tāi o tīne mauri ora. Morena whānau, pura koutou. Welcome in this morning. Let's kick off our Friday. Well, just a kōrero that we've kind of been sort of moving off since we got back about the the acceleration of ourselves and how fast we've become, how we are always busy. We seem to be always busy. And I can't remember the last time I asked someone how they were going and everything was chilled and relaxed and really not doing much today. Everyone seems to be busy, always trying to meet deadlines, always trying to meet all these markers that are created for us and we create in our external environments around work and activities and all these other things that we sort of get caught up in, which is not to say to abandon them, but to allow everything to have its space, even ourselves, even like to hold our own space. Like we mentioned, a lot of the times we'll give our own space away first, and usually to Mahi. If Mahi gets busy, we stop doing things that were good for us, like whatever that is for you, going to the gym, going to yoga, going to an art class, or whatever that space is for you, where you find your calm space, or the space where it allows you to just breathe, shut that world out, come into more of a creative space or a more channel focused space. Sometimes we extract from those spaces and put it out there into the busyness that keeps us busy. So always trying to encourage to hold those markers for us, to hold those sort of markers for us to to allow our well-being, to allow our places for us to reset, to let the breath move through the tinana, through the mind, to let space happen within us. Otherwise, we become very, sometimes we feel like very dense. The energy or even the physicality of ourselves becomes very dense. And it comes back to that, how fast we are going, the acceleration of our daily lives, of ourselves, of how we are always so busy to actually, we get that busy that we forget to disconnect, to connect back to ourselves. And, we end up in these routines where it's just the same thing, day in, day out, day in, day out. So these hours in the morning are really nice. And anything outside of these as well are really good for us, really kind of nurture us. So to hold those markers, hold those space. And it comes back, to that Maori nui, to our expansive energy. When we sit in that, one of our short meditations where we're kind of just going through the tinana, just sensing the space, really feeling the space, but really sensing the space within us through the kiri and around us. Because sometimes we get locked into this is just our, this is our limit. The tinana is the limit. And really it's trying to encourage just the thought or an awareness that we are much more than that. And that actually our energy that we are broadcasting or anything like this kind of also sits outside the tinana. It's not all just kind of limited by our kiri or by our form or things like that. It also spreads out. Just to that one where we sit for 10, 15 minutes and just be mindful, eyes closed, and just the breath. Takes a little bit of practice, but just to sense the space within us. And you know, we can direct energy also for healing, things like that, for letting things go through the breath and the focus, the intention. You can actually direct energy to parts of the tinana to contribute to its healing, or anything, to manifesting, to releasing, to all of those sort of things. So it's just to, you know, start simple and create an awareness that you can actually sense your space, start to sense what's happening within you and around you, and pull back from all those markers, those external markers. And Maori law, you know, our infinite enduring energy, because it never, we may feel time, but energy never, it always endures time. You know, we're talking about consciousness and energy and all of those sort of things. You know, the physicality of ourselves may feel tired, or things like that. There obviously is the balance where it does need rest, but there's also the part where sometimes the mind can follow the body, where the body will be, no, let's start tomorrow, I feel too tired, let's go and sit on the couch, those sort of things. And when you actually reassert yourself into your space, and you actually go and do what you were going to do and come out through the other side, you actually feel better. And you know, we start saying things like, I'm glad I went and did that, I feel so good now. It's you know, I'm glad I didn't go and just jump on the couch, or whatever it was. So the enduring energy, you know, it's always there, always, it is always vibrating. Our ihirangaranga, it's always, our vibration is continuous. Our Maori toe, our settled energy, you know, that one where we kind of come out of maybe Ngākau Oho, maybe our morning sessions, we're a bit more toe. That's why Ngākau Oho, I find the tools that we can put into our kite, and not only through here, but through, you know, many doorways, where we can actually lean in and use those tools for when things get challenging for the day, so we can resettle. Because then when we're in settled spaces, we have more clarity, we make better decisions, we take our time, we allow ourselves to sit in more of our own individual natural flow when things are settled. When it kind of triggers us off, we kind of react, and we kind of, you know, we can react in where the result sometimes is detrimental to our well-being, or to our better path. And then our Maori Hōri, you know, our life force, that continual force of life that sits within us, you know, and it's such a vibrant place. It's you know, it's no one's excluded. You know, we come with everything is downloaded within all of us, and it's I wouldn't even call it a right. It is just is. You know, the life force that flows within us. It is just what can I say? It just is. And it's just, you know, the vibrancy, like I was saying, the vibrancy within the life force of it. And to open eyes and look through different lenses. You know, like we mentioned before, if we change how we look at things, the things we look at will change. And tika te kōrero, it's very true. It's just, you know, all of those sort of things. Just be aware of the expansive energy. So the awareness around yourself, the enduring energy, you know, that just continuation of change, of energy that's just flowing, the settled energy where we're kind of not, you know, jumping around, and, you know, we have the ability to calm ourselves and tell ourselves. And honestly, Whānau, it will be, you know, you, like I was saying, you change in here, I always stick by that, you change in here, out here will change. It's quite surreal at times, quite amazing. And life force, that just continuous, a continuous Māori that just pulsates through us continually, never stops. Nō reira, lovely to always have those short kōrero. Come in this morning, find your spot. We will just start to relax, open the tinana a little bit. Thank you, I just start out this way this morning, just something a little bit different. So you can always shake it up for yourselves. Obviously, different areas will change. The stretch will be different, feeling in different places. But all these things just to change it up a little bit. Like I was saying, just follow your stretches. Or sit in with our space. Papai, haki roto, breath in. Haki waho. That breath. Build, release out with the tinana, fingers entwined, arms facing up. Pai, haki roto, push out, up over the popo. Lagi. Through the arms and shoulders, down through the back. Haki waho, just release that breath. Just pull the hands down the front, this way this morning. Roll the wrists back in, arms facing up. Start to become aware about the movement, about the breath. Haki roto, push it. Your tinana towards ceiling. Te rangi. Outside. Maintain a straight back. Slowly start to acknowledge the form that we hold also. Haki waho. It's down. Roll the wrist. Haki roto. Over the top of the upoko. Drop off the shoulders. Elongate the tinana. Stretching out. Haki waho. Hands up on the upoko. Allow yourself. Stretch the back of the kaki. You let open up, all stretching through the back of the kaki, down into the center of the back, down through the tuna. They feel this each side of the spine. Quite slowly coming back to center. Start pushing up. Front of the kaki, hopa, the front, allow to push up and open all the way down the front, onto the front of the shoulders. Quite slowly coming back to center. So I'm just tilting the upoko, Maui. So each morning, just drop the shoulder also, comes all the way down through the side. Stops. Allow the stretch to open the tinana. Twice slowly back to center. Kawhiti, coming across to our other side. Scoop the upoko, drop the shoulder. We have to open up around the neck. It's also good if we're getting things like headaches or a lot of action around the kaki, the upoko. Keep this pathway open. So go back to center. Ngāti Maui. So just push that chin up over the shoulder as far as you can. Mindful of the breath, keeping a straight back. So allow that twist to pull up around the kaki. Quite slowly coming back to center. Whiti, it's time out to our mātou. All right. Ngākau Oho. Extends the stretch through the tinana. Also slowly coming back to center. Right now, obviously in this position, the stretch is going to be a little bit different, especially for me. We have some yogi experts in the whare today. Haki roto. Haki waho. Just coming forward, just leaning forward, as far as you can. Especially in this position, you'll feel it all the way through the back of the wawa. Now the upoko to drop. Try and keep the legs straight, just as much as you can. Right, nothing wrong with a slight bend. Right, coming back up to center. Breath in, akiroto. Akiwaho. This time into the same stretch, simply come down a little bit further. I think they've changed over the years, I can feel that. Right, back up to center. Kiroto. Akiwaho. Drop to the side, across the same line as your walleye. We can drop our kauai to the tui. Either grab the foot with the left. Foot with the left hand or draw across with the right. So draw you in deeper to the stretch. Right, slowly coming back to center. Kupiti. Roto. Akiwaho. Come across to the other side. Try and keep the body relaxed. Lay yourself to come down to the tuli. Right, back up to center. Hiroto. Akiwaho. Our elbow down. Arm up over the upoko. Let's keep the shoulder back. Pull the full way down the side of the tinana. The shoulder blade, also something to the back. Try to keep the body relaxed. The breath in its natural flow. Right, slowly back up to center. Like a 50, the elbow, pop up. Now just over the top of the upoko. With that chest back. Right, slowly back to center. Okay, just bringing the one ways up. Just roll the knees across the front of the tinana. And now I'm going to open this through the lower back, through the hips. Keep rolling across the front. You can touch the floor, just have your feet far enough so that the knee doesn't hit the opposite foot. Right, two more. Mahi. Lua. When you back up to center, find your space. Pose, begin to relax the tinana. Relax all through the top of the upoko. Slowly all across the scalp, down the kanui, down the kanui, around the eyes, the ihu, with the cheeks, around the pitu, your kauai, relax your jaw. Down to your taringa, back of the scalp, down into the back of the neck. Front of the kaki, through the koka. Really let everything relax on that muscular tension. Down onto the shoulders. Relax down through the arms. the elbows, the forearms, all the way to the tips of the fingers. Shoulders, then we're not holding them up, just allow them to fall to their natural place. Like a natural rhythm of breath, moving it out of the tinana. Relax across the forearm, across the upper back, shoulder blades. Down to the upper puku, solar plex area. Relax down into the center of the back. The back straight, but just allow the tension to leave. Down into the lower puku and the lower back. Allow all that tension that we retain, just allow that to all subside, dissolve, dissipate, dilute. The tinana. Down into the hope, through the uri. Relax all through the hips. Allow the Wairua just to fall towards papa. Relax through the thighs, through your knees. The calves and the shins. Relax into the ankles, through the feet. All the way to the tips of the toes. The tension, anything retained. Down to dissipate, dissolve, dilute, release. Feel your space, just into your space. Your attention. Space between the eyes. It's space. Only expand your awareness. Space between the taringa, between your ears, each side of the hupoko. Center. We're doing is just sensing our space. We are awareness down from each side of the jaw. The back jaw, kauai. It's in space. Coming down to the side of the neck, the kaki. The space within the self between each side of the kaki. A vibration pulsating through the space. Slowly bring your awareness to your shoulders. breath longer, slower, and deeper. Our usual base. As we center, as we are awareness of our space. So is the breath longer, slower, and deeper. It's the faith, the ball, the shoulder blades, the upper back. Our focus when you down to the solar plexus, upper puku. So space between the upper puku into the center of the back. That by force it pulsates through your tinana, you get the cell vibrating life force. Odi. Slowly bring our awareness to our lower puku, our lower back. Lower puku into our lower back to sense the space. Odi. Our attention to the side of the tinana. Cage area. Each foot. Takes that space. Allow yourself. Our awareness down to our orbit. Our orbit to uri. Our elongated breath, slower and deeper, just mindful and just sense the space. When you sense with the tinana. Feel your breath with your tinana. Creating that sense of awareness about the self, within the self. I slowly bring your awareness out to your kitty. Breath of life, our biggest organ, your breath of life pulsating the skin. 12 layers of our kitty. In this space, you've got pores in the skin. Feel it breathe. Feel it wrapped around your whole tinana. Really slowly. You'll focus just outside of the kitty. just outside of the Tinana. Feel its vibration. Sense the space. Sense your frequency, the energy that that sits around your Tinana. Allow yourself to sense your space. Breath pulsing. Feel. Lead your attention back to your Whānau, to the center of the pool. Back into the heart and take our seat. Center of the heart. For a while of the Whānau, wrap around you. Step back into your heart, feel its energy, vibration wrapped around you. Our kiroko, our 3 breaths, within. You walk. Kiroko, feel the breath. Tinana, taking down, or open heart, another big exhale, walk. Or kiroko. Walk. Bring our attention back to the Tinana. Ready to swivel our fingers. Toes. Holding their state. Their state of awareness about our space, about our breath. Just tuning back and reconnecting to ourselves. Coming into the rise system. To acknowledge our 4 directions of winds and people. Our standing position. Find your fluidity in the movement. Slowly open up on our first one. Te taira whiti, spacing te taira whiti. Whaki waho. O te pito. Through our movement. Slowly opening up. Bring energy flow through the Tinana. Aki nui, tā maua ki a papa 200 foot. Nice deep squat. Open the Tinana, te pito. Tia te mode. Good tension. Wairua. Hei oranga Hinengaro. Tinana. Oranga Whānau. Sides to our center. We return. Tamatane. Wahine. masculine and feminine. Hold our balance. I whakamuri. Ātiki ngā tūpuna. I oranga. Māori. Kei heke. O te pitu. Roading, clearing our lines for our generations that are to come. Tupuna ta Māori. Ti hei, kuri ki te tai. Tonga. Right, it's time to open up. Community of the movements. You all. O te pitu. Pera mai te arangi. Amo api a whakatuaru. Knowing ourselves in the world of love. Well, to the life force. Whole stage 2, with me self. Wairua. Hinengaro. Mahi Tinana. Mahi Rākau. To our center. Matane. Tamawahine. I whakamuri. E a ātiki ngā tūpuna. Oranga. Māori. Whakahe. Te pito. Tuna ta Māori. Ti hei. Ngā tai tonga. I te tai. Uruauru. Ina. Puta. Pea senta. Your purity. Pito. Racial likeness. Wairua. Hei oranga Hinengaro. Tinana. Whānau. Your center. Our masculine. Our feminine. Back to its balanced center. We take our seats. Turn their face. To love our ancestors. To be well. Papa line. For our generations that are to come. From your center. Tikana ta Māori. Ti hei. Tai tukoro. Last direction. Puta. Pera mai te arangi. Tuanuku. Ta te Māori. Wairua. Hei oranga Hinengaro. Hei oranga Tinana. Tonga Whānau. Ito. Tūtamatāne. Tūtamawahi. We are balanced center. The feminine, masculine. Back to our center. Hei oranga. Māori. Whakaheke. O te pitu. Tikuna ta Māori. Tira mai. Ti hei. Apply. Breath in. Puta. Just place the palms forward. Tuta upo. Go back. Pull our shoulders. Feel yourself standing in your awa. Your puna. Your roto. Feel a wire around your feet. The presence of the rising sun coming into our day in life. The energy pulsating through your feet, through your tinana, life force. Ina method, Paputa. This morning, bringing our Mahi Rākau onto the floor in front of us. We're going to start with our one way again, coming back. Coming back the other way. This morning, begin our one way, our heels on through the center of the heel. Right, it's coming up onto the Rākau. Just allow your pressure to sit back. You may want to lean back, slight bend in the knees, just to consider the balance. And tinana, Slowly lift the front of the feet, you'll feel the pressure move back into the heels. With our high buckler through here. Quite allow the weight to come on. Just feel the weight through the Rākau. Of course, like we were saying, always different for us in different areas at different times, depending on what's happening with us. Especially, all our internal organs, things like that. It's a nice way to spark and awaken those back into life. Slowly shifting our weight. Keep Maui to the left leg. Okay, just sit back onto the heel, allow the pressure come up through the heel. Always good to walk your bare feet. They take our shoes off and just go for a walk wherever on the beach. Just as long as we're connected, direct connection to Papa. Right up the high, slowly shifting our weight across to our right one way. Okay, settle back and let the weight come up through the right heel. All the energy through Papa that actually comes up through our tinana, helps us with our posture, balance, all our internal organs, because we all connect to that place. Connect to Papa. Really affects us. Always wearing shoes is like the electrician, it's kind of, so he doesn't get it, so he's kind of not earth. It's Papa. So slowly back to center. Okay, one more time, just sitting on both heels. Actually, I think there's a corridor now, they call it earthing, I think, something like that. So, people are slowly catching on. Talk about going for walks. Try different environments also. Up the high there, slowly stepping off your Rākau. Walk that out. There are the heels for slowly. I like to go through the process of the whole feet. Just having a sitting by yourself. I bring our Rākau up. Arms are facing down. Just slowly opening up the tinana. Up over the upoko. Way to the tap of the lower back if you can. Hopefully, if you're being kind of in the space for a little while, you're noticing the difference. The suppleness or the movement, the ability of the tinana. Try two more. Tahi. Ua. Onto our shoulders. Mahi pēnei. Notice the difference through the movement of the body, the tinana. Especially if you kind of have done it, you'll do it, and then take a break. When you come back to do it, you'll notice the difference. Try two more of these, and then turn the whole tinana, move it off the foot, tahi, ua, apply all the way across. Allow the tinana to flow far around, can. Allow the import, everything to move. Move it off the foot. All right, tahi, three more. Ua. Tori. Beautiful. Back to center. Mahi Rākau, onto the back of the kaki. Mahi pēnei. Allow the Rākau to walk up the back of the kaki. It's be one of my favourites at the end of each day. Just allow the Rākau to sit in the back of the base of the skull. Really pulls a lot of tension out. For myself anyway, really pulls a lot of tension out of this area. Upright, toru, ua, tahi, upright huri, back the other way. Allow the Rākau to walk down the back of the kaki. Feel its presence, especially just off to the side, off the center. The back there, Like I was saying, any mamai or anything like that you feel, please stop and just apply pressure through there. Help it dissolve, dilute, they dissipate, agitate, so it moves. It's not sitting there. Kapai. Kore. Ua. Kahi. Kapai. Mahi Rākau back over the front. 5 palms facing down. Slowly just bring a bit more movement to the tinana. Start focusing on the hands moving forward. You're rolling your waka. You've got circular motions through the shoulders. These are all really good for any, even right down to rehabilitation of the tinana. We're having, things happen to us, accidents or coming off the back of those. All of these are really good. So I'm just focusing the hands, pushing forward. Right, toru, ua, kahi, awesome. Right, spring that back, uri. Rolling our shoulder back the other way. Feel all those shoulder blades opening up all through the back. Focus on pushing the hands low, forward, high back. Right, toru, ua, kahi, apply huri, just on the elbow. Now the elbow to sweep across the front of the tinana. Now your natural rhythm of movement. Across, push over, open the bottom. Some movement through the energy moving through the body. Toru, ua, kahi. Kapai Mahi Rākau, up to Oho, Mahi Tinana, lift it off the foot. You're reaching out across your universe. Please. You're putting up the tinana the other way. Up through the shoulder blades, keeping it supple. Going into the paw and push out to each side. Toru, ua, kahi, vai, ki runga. Start pushing the rākau up, down over the top of the shoulder. Feel that reach deeper into the tinana. Your natural rhythm of breath. Up through the arms. Right, toru. Ua. Right, one more. Kahi. Right, ki raro. Same movement. Put off the foot. Start just dropping the shoulder. You love your rākau, te papa. Allow the shoulder to drop. Feel it sort of pull up to the top of the kaki. Vai, toru, ua, kahi. Awesome. Vai. Now go back to center, palms facing up. This one, just allow your weight to shift from side to side. To eye level. So as we drive off the side, don't forget to pivot the feet. Toru, ua, kahi. Right, stage 2, push out to the side, up over the side. Push right, pivot off the foot. Feel that movement all through the tinana. Now the whole body should be moving, pivoting through the hips, turning the knees. Ankles, toes should be bending. Just keeping movement. Toru. Lua. Kahi. Right, now drop down. Your waiwai. Shout through the waiwai. Up through the thighs. Depending on your feeling, you can drop lower. Or through the waiwais, shut. The arm go up out the top. Look the side up over the shoulder. Right, toru. Lua. Kahi. Right, back to stage one. Feel your weight shift. Right, toru. Lua. Kahi. Awesome. Kapai, kai tamaki mua. Mahi pēnei. Then I can sweep through the front, full extension. Keep the upoko looking straight ahead. Light on the feet. Find your fluidity in the movements. Right. So, toru. Lua. Kahi. Right, within the waiwai, strong through the waiwai. Push up, push out. The right leg straight. Try and keep the back straight. The hip looking straight ahead. Opening the hips. But also good for the digestive tract. Centering and opening it through the hook bed, the pelvis. Toru. Lua. Kahi. Rākau action. Pull together for the feet work. Keep light on the feet. Back, push forward. Up at the front. You can allow the fluidity of the rākau. Match the movement of the rākau. Ready to pick the pace up on the feet. Really good about just the movement. Everything collaborating. What I mean by the kinesthetic awareness, the rhythm, the mind, brain, your tinana. Right, toru. Lua. Kahi. Right, just bring our waiwai in. Allow the rākau to pick up its pace. Sweep the tinana. Feel its breath roll around the body. In your space. Sometimes are nice just to be someplace. Close the eyes. Allow the rākau. Just to clear your field, your energetic field. Pā, toru, lua, kahi. We tapaki moa, bring our rākau to the front. Mahi pēnei, Let's go for the singular, thought of the double at the last minute. Things like that. Wait, just allow it to sweep across the front and the back. Feel the rhythm in your tinana. Feel the breath sweep across the front. Back in the tinana. Vai, toru. Ua. Tahi. Mahi Rākau. Parallel, papa. Facing down, roll the wrist back, breath in. Hiroto. Aki waho. Little bit of force. Breath in, draw the breath. Force the breath out. Primo, Akiroto. Apa, tai aro. Beautiful. Draw our Rākau, whakata. You step back. Coming down. Hold the Rākau halfway down. Or where you feel fit, maybe further down now. Just hold the space, feel the strength, feel the back shoulders, back of the legs. Mahi Rākau. Whānau to tinana ki pāwi. Just push the tinana, bring the body, push the rib cage up to the left. Feel the difference in the stretch. All the way down to the side of the tinana, just the waiwai. Through, ua, tai. If I relax back to center, breath in. Aki waho. Whānau to tinana, push the tinana out to the right. Flat stretch all the way down to the right of the tinana, back to the waiwai. Through, ua, tai. Vai, relax back into center. Aki roto. Aki waho. Back to our whakata, bring our Rākau up. Palm down the close, right palm, open, eyes closed. Feel the rhythm pulsating through your tinana. Feel the breath. Change with our frequency, change with our vibration. Piro te tuki, piro te tuki nāti tēnei tuki Rākau, we get the mana, karika tāne, tāko te keira, mana pira, tāko tuki kei, ka puti tuki kei wai ki kā tuki whānoa. Te mā te hau, te hau sū, tāwhi ni pātia, wāri ki runga, wāri ki raro tāko tō, whakamuka ki a tīna, haruhi e, hui e, tāi ki. Beautiful. Ai au ki te whenua, ai au ki te rangi, ai au ki te tāi au, tīkei mauri. Good on Whānau, thank you for coming in this morning. Maintain those spaces that are for self-aroha. All those spaces that we can contribute to our balance. Nō reira, everyone have a beautiful weekend, and we will see you again on Monday. Ka kite.